guys, it's me Donna, better known as Thrifttasticmom, and as you can see I am in my kitchen whipping up some dinner tonight. Now you guys had seen my grocery haul where I had got some things to make Arby's roast beef sandwiches with curly fries, so that's what I'm doing here. See over here I have a pot of these curly fries already cooking in some grease. All you have to do is fry them up. I like to fry them up nice and crunchy. My husband loves these kind of fries. So we are making that with the roast beef sandwich. Now, there's a lot of different kinds of roast beef sandwiches you can get with cheese, stuff like that on it, but we don't really like the cheese on ours, so we just do a basic roast beef. Now here we have the Arby's sauce, and I either got this from Food Line or Walmart, I'm not sure, but you can pretty much pick this up at your grocery store. We love to put that on our sandwiches. This is the roast beef I'm using. You can use whatever roast beef you like, but we just picked up this prepackaged roast beef here. So I will be using some of that for mine and my husband's sandwiches. It's really a simple meal. You know, you just have to warm up the meat a little bit and throw some sauce on it and put it on a bun. Now I do like to toast my bun. But here we are. I gotta kind of move my curly fries around a little bit. They're already done. You just pretty much have to cook them a little bit and get them warm through. I do like to overcook them slightly because we like them real crunchy. But you know, just cook them to how you like them. Okay, now I'm just taking some roast beef and just peeling them individually apart. That way I can kind of get a little heat on them. If you've ever had a Arby's roast beef sandwich, they have a lot of roast beef on it. So I am putting, you know, quite a bit of roast beef just to imitate the roast beef sandwiches that we get from Arby's. Just throwing them in my pan here. Of course, my pan ain't big enough, but you know, as they warm up, I'll kind of move them around, flip them around, and make sure that they all get warmed up. And also, this roast beef will kind of draw up a little bit as it warms up and kind of give it more of that look that Arby's sandwiches have. Now here I'm just taking out my first little batch of curly fries. I always make a pretty good bit of these. My husband loves these things, so I'll make him a nice big batch of them, and then I'll have some also to go with my sandwich. So I'm just taking these out while my meat over here is warming up. This is really a super simple meal. It don't take long at all to fix it, and we just like to have it every now and then, you know, on those nights that you want to, you know, kind of want like a takeout meal, something to imitate a takeout meal that you like. And this is, of course, a lot cheaper than going to the Arby's and getting the meal these days. So we're just cooking it at home. Alright, now we're just flipping the meat around a little bit. As you see, the pan's getting warmed up. I just got it on like a medium heat. You don't have to have it on real high because you don't want to scorch your meat or anything. But I just kind of keep it on a, you know, low to medium heat and just let it gradually warm up a little bit while my curly fries are cooking. And see how it is starting to put water in the pan there. I will have to drain that little bit of water out before I put my sauce in. But see how the meat is just kind of like curling up a little bit. It makes it lay a little better, I think, on the sandwich because I want to like stack it up on the sandwich. I don't want to just lay all the pieces flat. So with it curling up like that, it really looks like the meat that you see on the Arby's sandwich. Now here I'm just kind of drying up the little bit of the water that come off of the meat because I don't want my sauce watered down, so I will add some sauce to my meat here, and it'll be nice and it won't get watered down, of course. So always remember to drain out your water. I'm just kind of trying to pull the pieces of meat apart. That way I make sure that they all get a little bit of sauce on them. Now here you can put as much or as little sauce as you want. We always put extra sauce on top of the meat after I get it on the bun, but I do like to cook it in the sauce a little bit. Don't drown it in it because I want to be able to taste the roast beef and it not just tastes all like Arby sauce. But I do like to put, you know, just a little bit on it and work it around on the meat, warm it up a little bit, and it just gives it a good overall taste when I put it on the bun. I'm putting a little more on it because all the pieces don't look like they got enough on them, so I add a little bit more. Just do this to your taste, to your liking, and then I'll kind of stir them around a little bit. And see, that's the way I want it to look when I put it on my sandwich. It's kind of curled up like that, and I can just kind of stack it up on top of each other. Okay, now here I got all my curly fries done. So now I can just finish up my sandwich and we will be ready for dinner. I'm wiping up the little bit of grease that splashed everywhere because I am the type that I clean up as I go. I do not like my stove being a mess while I cook, so I always kind of clean up as I go. Okay, meat's nice and warm. Got some sauce cooked into it, so I think we should be about ready here. Alright, I'm moving that over to the other eye, and I'm just turning that on low just to keep my meat a little bit warm while I get my buns ready, because I do like to toast my buns. My husband, I could just eat mine plain, but my husband loves a warm toasted bun, so I always try to toast the buns for him. So I got my meat sitting there ready to go. Now I'm going to get another pan here and get it ready just to toast a little bit of bread in it. So now I got a pan out and I'm just putting on some butter to toast my bread in. It's just the first pan that I seen, so I grabbed it. And we're going to toast up some buns. This is the buns you saw in my grocery haul if you watched it. This is just Wonder Hawaiian buns, which were pretty good. We liked them. You can use whatever kind of buns you want. It don't matter. You could even use little sliders and make little slider roast beefs or whatever you want. But we got regular buns because that's normally what we, get when we go to Arby's. So now I'm just sprinkling on a little bit of garlic on some of the breads here because we like a little bit of garlic taste on ours. Pretty much everything that I toast, I put a little bit of garlic on because I feel like garlic enhances everything. So we love a little bit of garlic flavor on our bread. So now that's what I'm going to do here is just let these toast up a little bit and we'll make these sandwiches up. You can toast it on one side, you can toast it on both sides, ever how you like to do it. Sometimes I do both sides, sometimes I just do the outside of it. So it's just whatever you feel like. Alright, while my buns are toasted, I'm going to go ahead and plate up some of these curly fries. Get them ready, and then when we fix the sandwich, we will be ready to eat some dinner. I do want to say I appreciate you watching the video and hanging out with me today while I cooked my dinner. I am having to do a voiceover here because, my husband's in there watching TV while I cook, and you don't want to hear all that noise in the background. So I just cook and then I do a voiceover so I can explain to you, what's going on, which is pretty self-explanatory here. What I'm doing is very simple, and you've probably made this yourself, but some of you did request this video, and I do appreciate the request, and I do appreciate you guys always watching my videos. I appreciate it so much. Okay, now here I am flipping over the buns, so I did toast them a little bit on both sides. Getting them ready. Got my curly fries plated up and ready to go. So now I'm ready to assemble the sandwiches. As you see, they got a nice little toast on them. I don't like my bread toasted way too much. I just like a little bit of a toast, so it don't take long to toast them up. Okay, here's the roast beef. It's still warm. We're going to go ahead and plate it on. My husband loves a nice hot sandwich, so that's why I like to keep the meat warm while I'm getting everything ready, so he has a nice hot sandwich when I serve it to him. So now I'm just kind of layering on the roast beef. See how I'm just kind of topping it on each other, and it gives the same effect as the sandwich that you get from the Arby's. So when I handed my husband his plate, he felt like he was eating from the Arby's. You know what I mean? I did put more roast beef on his, of course, because anytime I cook, I like to make his plate bigger and better. You know what I mean? He eats more than I do, and I just want his plate to look good. I want him to have the best toast, everything. And there's probably a lot of us mothers out there like that with our kids or our husbands. You always want to give everybody else the best, and then you'll have the worst of it, or the not so best looking part of it, or whatever. You know what I mean? All right, so I got all our roast beef on, so now I'm just going to topple it with some Arby sauce. I don't like to go too crazy because it already does have the flavor on the meat some, but it does help lubricate it a little more, so it goes down a little easier and it just tastes good. And that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, like I say, you could melt cheese on this if you like melted cheese on yours. I have personally tried the Arby's without, I have personally tried the Arby's with cheese and I just didn't like it that much. So I like it plain, like with just the roast beef. I love a good roast beef sandwich. And this is the closest thing that I can make to an Arby's takeout dinner. It's really good. So it's time for us to go eat. Okay, guys, so that's it. We are going to eat our dinner now. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I whipped this sandwich up. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. Leave me some comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, too, also, if you do subscribe. That way you'll get all of my notifications when I upload. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. God bless. Bye.